Welcome back. The Congress was dismissive today of Narendra Modi's new plan to reach out to Muslim voters ahead of state and national elections, saying he's remembering the minority community only for cynical politics. But Mr. Modi's move is being seen with a lot of interest in political circles. Is this really an attempt to focus on the development agenda, or is it something else?
Do not assume that Muslims will not vote for the BJP if they voted for the party in Gujarat. They can vote for us at the national level. Narendra Modi took the bull by the horns at the BJP's strategy meeting on Sunday, spelling out that the party could not leave out any segment of society if it is to achieve the target of 272 seats that they have set themselves.
उन्होंने अपने भाषण में इस बात का जिक्र किया कि पूरे समाज का वोट मिलता है और गुजरात में तो अक़लियत का वोट भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मिला है उन्होंने अपने भाषण में सिर्फ उसका रेफरेंस दिया
Is this a change of strategy? Instead of giving up Muslims as a lost cause, is the BJP now planning to woo them with the promise of development?
As far as the administration is concerned, as far as the economic progress is concerned, and the kind of vision and dynamism are concerned. So I think it would be fair to believe that he will be able to influence a large segment of voters across the caste, creed, religion.
The Congress has been quick to dismiss it as vote bank politics.
आज क्यों याद आया मुसलमान? आज क्यों याद आया?
आपको लगता है कि वोट के लिए ये सब कुछ किया?
ये obvious है.
But it is equally obvious that this is not goodbye to the Hindutva agenda. A day after Narendra Modi's directions to his party, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad met SP leaders Mulayam Singh and Akhilesh Yadav to press for a yatra to spread the message of the Ram Mandir. But what is significant is that this is perhaps the first time the BJP has discussed a coherent nationwide strategy to woo Muslims. Bureau Report, NDTV.
So can Narendra Modi's new strategy work? Joining us tonight, national spokesperson of the BJP and senior Gujarat leader, Mr. Devang Nanavati, the leader of the opposition in Gujarat, Shakti Singh Goyal, activist Javed Anand joins us tonight from Mumbai, columnist Feroz Bakht Ahmed from here in Delhi, and Neerja Chaudhary continues to stay with us. I'll ask this question to Neerja first. What do you read into this move?
You know, I think it's a signal to the liberal Hindu, the fence-sitter that Narendra Modi wants to win over. And if you combine this with this 272 plus formulation that they've given, I think it's also a signal to all those who want a stable government. So far, every party has been talking about a coalition and nobody getting a majority on their own. So not that the BJP will get 272 plus, but it is a signal to say we can take you in that direction. These are all, ploys, but let's be whether the Muslims will come to BJP, I think it will take a long time before the Muslims can vest their confidence in Narendra Modi-led BJP. I would say one thing, Nidhi, here, that actually for the BJP today to talk that if you have to rule India, you've got to take every section of society along, is at one level a tribute to the unity and diversity and democracy of our country, which teaches politicians this lesson at the end of the day. Kashiram, Mayawati, BSP had to learn this. You know, they were anti-upper caste, and in order to rule UP, you've got to take the upper caste
along. So you see it as a significant turning
point?
I
think this is a lesson, and even if they're doing it in theory, they've come to a point that they realize that it is not possible to rule a diverse country like India
without taking everybody
along and having that confidence.
So Devang Nanavati, how do you respond to those who are then skeptical about Mr. Modi's attempt to reach out to the Muslim community? Are they living in the past? Are they just too negative? What is it?
Nidhi, you see, at the end of the day, everybody has their viewpoints and their perceptions, and certainly they have about Mr. Narendra Modi. So whatever we say in the BJP, I know is still going to evoke reactions. But the fact of the matter is that Mr. Modi's stated policy, even in Gujarat when he was not the head of the National Campaign Committee, has been appeasement for none, justice for all. And that is a policy which he has stated must be pursued with equal vigor at the center, because that has worked in Gujarat. You don't appease any community for vote bank politics. You ensure that there is justice for all, there is equal development for all, and you don't leave out any community. You ensure that they are also included in the march towards progress and development. That strategy has worked for 10 years in Gujarat, with paid rich dividends both politically and factually on the ground also for the development of Gujarat, and that is what he is doing. Now the usual answer that I know that will come against me is that how many seats did you offer to the Muslims during the assembly elections? Well, the answer to that is twofold. One, election seats and others are decided on winnability and availability of candidates within the party. That is one. Second, the counter to that is how many did Congress offer in the assembly elections in Gujarat. So at the end of the day, you don't give tickets or basis of community. That is vote bank politics. You give tickets on winnability and choice of candidates, but otherwise Mr. Modi and the BJP in Gujarat have followed this policy. Even at the national level, the BJP has been following this policy. The only thing Mr. Modi was highlighting was that when certain people are trying to make communal divides in the national scenario, in the national political scenario, and are trying to take this election on vote bank politics, we must be careful and we must ensure that every segment of society is included and nobody gets a feeling that this is a vote bank election and this community or that community will be preferred. So at the end of the day, it is agreeable. With Neerja, I would agree for a change on one point, that this is a tribute to India's diversity and integrity and of various creeds, but I don't think that BJP has learnt any lesson. BJP has always believed in this diversity. What it has opposed is that for vote bank politics of coming to power, you don't appease any one community or any one section of society, and that is where it has raised its strong voice, which unfortunately has been misunderstood as being communal or being fascist. So be it.
Okay, so Shakti Singh Goyal, is the Congress being dismissive of this challenge that Narendra Modi has thrown forward on this? And Devang Nanavati has a point. I mean, if anyone's played cynical vote bank politics, it has been the Congress, repeatedly.
Let me, Nidhi, tell you one thing, that whoever is the elected and having a responsible chair in democracy, people expect some truth from the mouth. Unfortunately, from Modi's mouth, everything is fake. Fake development model, fake figures, fake encounters. Nidhi, I have an analysis of all the booths of Gujarat. My open challenge, please invite Mr. Modi on your channel or any of his spokesperson with a detail of both. I will come with voter list with the detail. It is totally a fake figures which he has given in the BJP's office bearers meeting. Here I have a data, and in each and every booth, forget about the minority.
You're talking about
no
the 25%
secular person will.
You're talking
about
his claim that 25% of Muslims voted for the BJP in Gujarat. That's what you're talking about. You're saying that's a fake claim.
No, that's the figure. More Muslims have not voted for him. Only 1 or 2%. And there is also other voters are residing. I have the data. If you can ask any BJP leader to come on your channel, I will come to your Delhi studio with official data, and it is totally a false statement.
Okay.
Modi's big lie, and that is why people call him Fanku. Okay. He has also that's what he has told in the BJP's office bearers meeting, that 22% or 25%. But the fact is, I have the official data in the booth wherein the minority is thickly populated. Nidhi, you will be shocked to know I have some data in Vejalpur area. There is a booth number 1143. Only 9 votes to BJP.
Mr. Goyal,
Booth
it's
number
also
914,
true
only
that the
7 votes.
BJP also did better. It's also true that the BJP actually performed better in local body elections where there were predominantly Muslim seats in the local body elections. That's also true.
Let me reply to that also.
No, one sec. Let me just get Javed. Devang, I'll just come back to you, Devang. I just want to get Javed Anand and Mr. Firoz Bakht Ahmed in here. Javed Anand, why do you think Mr. Modi is doing this then and attempting this thing to reach out to Muslims? Neerja says it's a turning point because it's a lesson for the BJP that you have to carry everyone along. But, you know, Mr. Modi is who he is. I mean, does he really need an image makeover? Isn't the whole aura around Mr. Modi the fact that, you know, he is that Hindutva mascot in a sense?
No, firstly, Nidhi, there is no turning point as far as the BJP is concerned. This is simply a replay of exactly what they tried and all the sweet sounding words that they kind of produced in the 90s. In 1995, the BJP came up with the agenda of Talim, Tanzeem, Tijarat, education, organization, employment for Muslims. Nothing happened to that. In 1997, Mr. Advani promised a riot-free, violence-free, discrimination-free India to Muslims. In 2000, the then BJP President Lakshman Bangaru talked about Muslims being the blood of our blood, the flesh of our blood, etc. And in just 2 years from then, we had Muslim blood being spilled in the streets of Gujarat. So there is nothing new here. Every time there is an election promise, like Nirja has rightly pointed out, their supposed wooing of Muslims is in fact meant to kind of woo the liberal Hindu who has problems with the communalism of the BJP, to say that, look, we are not this, we are not that. That is point number one. Point number two, to say that we've got 25%, first of all, I mean, that question, that is proposition itself is being seriously challenged. But even if we assume that for the moment, if that is the logic, then Mr. Modi should stop sweating and rest at home, because then the Hindus of Karnataka, the Hindus of Bihar and the Hindus of Bengal and everybody will vote for him on top of 25% Muslims. Why is he kind of working so hard?